Okay, we're back. I want to show you something you got to watch. This is a hind, one of the hind quarters, and you know, whenever this meets together, it looks all nice and pretty. Well, as you slowly break it apart to separate your roast and your muscle groups and things, what you have to watch is when you get in here is things like these, and I'm going to show you. If you can see this, we're going to cut it out and I'll show you. See that little gland? Now if you were to say, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna throw the fat in here I want a lot of fat in here with my ground. It's all gonna ground up. Well, you grind one of those up and it's gross. You say, I'll never taste it. It's still not, it's nasty. You don't want that in your meat. And there's glands throughout the meat. That's why normally they're gonna be surrounded by fatty tissue and stuff like that. You know, it's not gonna be like it's inside your meat. So you can't be lazy when you're breaking this down. As I am in the hind quarter, this is where you get all your steak, all your roast. See this one that right here, this one looks kind of like a football right here.
Yeah.
Looks nice. Let's cut this off right here. Okay. Now I cut through that. There we go. Get a little more fat off. There we go. Goes in the ground. Now it's attached to this bone right here. Because I'm still working this off. There's a couple different ways you can work these if you want. No, forgive me. If I had a sharper knife, I would be dealing with this a little different. I'll see. There's a little bit of meat stuck in there. Back to that in a second. So I'll start breaking these pieces down right here and setting them like that. But I want to get back to showing you this one. I'm going to run down this bone right here, staying close to it as possible. Don't go in very far either. Okay. Now you get in right there. Cut that through there, and you just rake it down the bone. I believe what they sometimes do with this bone is you leave it on that bone, and they call it like, what is it, lamb bone?
Leg of bone,
leg
of
of
lamb.
Leg of lambs. I said lamb bone. All right. We're not going to do that. So this here, I pretty it up just real quick. Else that'll come off. Kind of work that off. Now this here's a roast.
It's a pretty roast.
And just for the record, on a lot of, like on deer, that's where most of your jerky comes from, is these types of pieces of meat. because you can see there's a lot more meat than there is anything in it. And if you cut this open, if I was to open this up and lay it like that, the strings run this way. So when you bite it, it pulls off. It's not going to be running the other way and you're biting it and it's tough.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's that one.
And sometimes they'll take some of those pieces and dice them up into stew pieces. And
Yes. And I actually believe it makes a real pretty steak.
yeah.
However, though, you can cut it and make thick pieces of steak, but they don't really hold together as well as you'd like. I could have left it on the bone.
Yeah.
This bone right here.
You got another one over there. We might do it. Do one.
Yeah, I'll do the other one. I'll leave on the bone. See, and once again, just work it down. It's really strange that thing hangs on so tight. Worry about that later. This goes in the grounds. These little,
Shank.
yeah, lambs, they call it a shank, and I guess it's you can leave it on the bone as well, ain't that what they said?
Mm-hmm.
We might have us a shank. Okay, so this piece of meat here, I want to get it bricked down nice and good. See how pretty it is on the inside. Now I would like to say something. You see how it's brown? It's real pretty brown on this side, red on this side. As soon as the oxygen starts hitting that meat, that's why you look in those meat shops and the meat's so pretty red. The oxygen's hitting it. Otherwise it'd be brown. So sometimes people are like, that meat's brown, it ain't no good. No, it's just not exposed to oxygen. Unless it's old, you know better.
Like that wasn't for your Walmart meat.
Right.
This is a butcher shop meat.
Nice piece of meat here. I want a little fat left on some of it because it's lamb fat. It's going to be pretty soft. I want a little left on there. Nice chunk of meat here. Now we're going to cut some steaks out of this. This is the outer part. I really don't know if I want to even keep it. I had it hanging in my barn. Unless I could get that peeled off, I really wouldn't want to put that in my ground meat. But it just depends on you. Some people have good grinders. Ours is from 1887. We're not joking.
No, it's a true story. We decided to go old school. See how they really did it
Oh yeah.
without electricity.
Yeah, we're not gonna, you don't want to, I'm not gonna keep your meat I don't feel's what I want. All right. Now if you're making jerky, you'd want to flay that top off, but since I'm not, I'm making steak. Cut it right down the middle, just like so. I want us to have a nice thick one. Like that. Now, if this would have been a bigger animal, once again, so people don't think I'm crazy, you would have just cut like this. But it's not. And I want a nice thick piece of meat. What do you think?
Yeah.
Think that's too thick? I should. Ready for the butterfly?
Yeah.
There's your steak. Take this right here. Did I ever finish done with this, what I wanted to do? Our kids ain't gonna get to eat any of this because they don't help do nothing.
Those are nice.
The knife was sharper, I'd cut all my meat a little prettier. Alright, so we got a roast. You need to be packaging this actually, in the Ziplocs.
Okay.
Make sure you have a good packager. It's a joke, honey.
We're probably gonna edit some of this.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Randomly you're saying the kids aren't gonna get to eat.
Oh no. Hey, it's no longer a fun thing.
Right.
Are they not liking this?
No, they're not eating it at all. They ate the hamburger.
What about him?
I don't know.
Let's go see if he eats a piece.